Good morning. It is Friday. And guess what's on Friday? Check this out. There we go. That's right. It's the Women Talk Show. And I have an amazing, amazing guest this morning. But before we get going, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, is I think everybody knows this by now, but everybody is welcome to come and share their stories at Women Talk. It doesn't cost you anything. It's an amazing experience that can change your life. Everybody's welcome. And as a matter of fact, my personal preference, when women have never ever shared their story in front of a mic before, I just think it's absolutely amazing when they do it. And it is so rewarding. So go to womentalk.ca/apply and come and share their story. Your story, not their story. You really should share your own. And then the other thing is, next week we only have one event, and it's going to be Women Talk Calgary North. It is on Wednesday night, and that's going to be a really cool evening because we have not one but two directors who are going to be sharing their stories at that event. Cheryl Anderson, who's the co-director in Cochrane, and our brand new director, Helen Rose, who is launching Women Talk Bow Valley November 28th. Stay tuned. We just secured an amazing location, and the Boobmobile, that's what I like to call it, the van, my van, is going to Canmore. So if any of you would like to come and play with us, that would be amazing. Now, the other thing I wanted to share with you was our podcast. Did you know that we have a podcast? That's right, the Women Talk podcast. We are over, I think we've reached now over 2,500 downloads. We have 30 some shows, 30 stories. It's about 20 minutes long. And I have some really, really cool stories on there. For example, a lady who was third generation rape child, and it's a crazy story. Or how about the first lady ever to play Little League Baseball in the US, and how women were banned from playing baseball after that for years and years because she signed up as a boy. Like, it's a really cool story. So we have some really fun stuff. Head on over, and if you look below in the comments, you can find links for all of this. And the last thing that I would like to share with you is, of course, our book. Did you know that Women Talk has a book? This is our book, When Women Talk, and it was an anthology of 30 stories. And this is what it looks like inside. And check this out. This is a brand new Women Talk member, but she was in our anthology. This book came out over 2 years ago, and it's a great, great book. It is available on Amazon, or you can get a copy whenever I go to any of our events. I always have some with me, so I can get you an autographed copy. It's an amazing book, 30 amazing, amazing stories in the book. So if you think you would like to be part of all this stuff going on, and we have way more, and we'll have way more, become a member. We have an amazing tribe who is actually changing the world one story at a time. Some of the women in our tribe are absolutely amazing. And today, I have one of these women. Check this out. I just love this photo. Isn't it the most amazing photo you've ever seen? That is Robin Matrai. I hope, you know what, I usually always check with people before I say their name, so I'm going to bring her on. Robin is my guest today. Oh, there you are. Good morning, Robin.
Good morning. Good morning. Wait, I just need to drink my coffee. Oh, let me see.
Oh,
there we go. There we go.
Let's do a cheer.
Cheers.
What's on the other side of your cup? Because I just happen to know what's on there.
Well, on the other side is Live with Kelly and Ryan.
Nice. Look at us.
Yeah, I actually went to New York and got that. So
Did you actually go to their show?
I actually went to their show. I did
How
the
was
dance
that?
off. Oh, it was amazing. I danced my hardest to be the dancer at the beginning of the show.
That is so, isn't it? It's really fun to go and participate.
Oh,
You know what I was on was do you remember the Roseanne show with
yes,
Roseanne Barr?
yes.
I was at the taping of their very last episode.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and that was kind of cool. And I also was in the movie, an extra in the movie Cool Running.
Oh, fun.
I know. And it really made me realize, sweet Jesus, that is not something I ever want to do for a living. Because you repeat yourself nonstop for days.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
So how was it to be at the show? Was it?
Oh, the energy was wonderful. And Kelly is who she is. Like, even during the breaks, she was amazing, just connecting with the audience. And they work hard. Like, they're moving and shifting things and doing promos between the breaks. There's not one breath wasted when producing a show. It was really neat to see the behind the scenes.
Now, is that a live show?
It is, absolutely.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
cool. Did you learn anything?
I learned that I like the camera.
Nice. Well, it's a good thing you're here then.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so first of all, I want to talk about this photo because this photo is so powerful and so amazing. What's the story behind this warrior photo?
Sure. So this photo was taken in preparation for some promotional work for a friend of mine at One-on-One Fitness. And we are preparing for a competition called Miss Fit. And the reason I wanted to have this photo done in this way was I wanted to capture my femininity and beauty after going through some pretty significant breast cancer treatment from 2016. And to show that even without having breasts, that I was still a powerful and beautiful woman. So the photographer and I worked together to create a subtlety around the arms so that my scars are not showing, because I didn't want that to come up through the photo. I wanted my beauty, hopefully, to come through.
And so tell me a little bit of your story. So have you got new breasts or what? And when did you have your cancer, first of all?
Sure. So I was diagnosed in September 2016 with inflammatory breast cancer, a very aggressive and rare form of breast cancer. But the part about it is that even though it's rare, most deaths come from inflammatory breast cancer because of its aggressiveness. So I went from nothing to stage 3C in a period of 2 months when they thought something was up, because I didn't have a lump. I started chemo treatment. I had a radical double mastectomy, meaning there was no sparing of any tissue for reconstruction. I healed from that, and I did 37 days of intense radiation to clean up the inflammatory breast cancer cells. And so part of the modality and protocol for inflammatory is that you cannot have reconstruction for a year. So I spent a lot of time reflecting on, well, am I going to consider reconstruction? Is it something that I need to do? Prior to that, I was a very well-endowed woman. I don't know what to say about that. But anyway.
You had big boobs.
I did.
That would be a huge change. Okay, so my other company, I don't know if you know this, I own a company called sportsbras.ca.
Oh, wish I'd known you then.
and that's what I specialize in is women with large breasts, because if you want to go jogging and you're a D cup, it's hard to find a good bra.
It's difficult. Oh my gosh. I would wear a chest monitor for my heart rate, and every time I would row, I'd pop the monitor right off my chest. Anyway.
So now all these issues are gone for you.
Oh my gosh, the freedom. Sorry, Dad.
But so, yeah, emotionally. So, I mean, it's hard for women when we lose our breasts, right? Like
Well,
there's a lot of stuff attached to that.
absolutely, because I had felt like I was coming into my early 40s and feeling really empowered about who I was as a woman, how I saw myself, embracing my body at that time and saying, yeah, I'm 41 and this is good. I'm ready to own this, right?
I'm looking good.
Exactly. And then a whammo, 2x4 and a really significant diagnosis. So having said that, it took a lot of mental processing and a lot of self-talk to understand really who I am and what defines me. And I've made a very conscious decision not to have reconstruction. And with that comes some challenges that I've noticed that now I see my stomach.
And your toenails if they're not painted.
Exactly. I used to be able to maybe ignore those things a bit better, but so that really led me to, oh gosh, I really need to tighten up some areas here.
Very cool. Angie here is saying how beautiful and powerful you are. And you really, really are. Like you are so inspiring. And you know, the one thing, so I haven't known you for a long time, but you're a Women Talk member. So, you know, I've seen you share your stories a couple times. And for me, you really embodied what the female power is about. Like it's soft around the edge, but it is rock solid in the middle, you know, like an incredible inner power that you have.
Oh, I appreciate that. I think, you know, I've always been a girly girl, and you know, I like getting my hair done. I like the nails and the frilly, flowery shirts, and you know, one would think, oh, without breasts, you don't feel feminine. Well, I got to tell you, I'm a whole lot of woman, and I feel very feminine, and
you are
strong, like.
And really, like I was looking at you and you were dressed and you're flat, and I'm like, it doesn't really change how beautiful you look. It really doesn't. Because when people decide to do the implants, like that's a whole other surgery now.
Oh my gosh, I don't even want to cross that bridge. For me, it feels like it's unnecessary surgery. Like currently I have stage 4 inflammatory breast cancer. So I'm on a daily chemo, and that suppresses my immune system. So the idea of even going for a surgery just is not even an option at this point. It's not worth the risk of infection. You know, will I even like what they do? Will it feel natural? I had graciously donated to me knitted knockers. And they're, for whatever reason, bold blue, like they're frozen knitted knockers. And they knit the little bits in the center to give you like a nipple. And so I wore them a couple of times, and in the middle of a party, no word of a lie, I yanked them out and I said, I cannot wear grandma's cushions anymore. It was just so unnatural for me.
Yeah, and I mean everybody feels differently about it, and it's all okay to have. But I think that for sure, if I have breast cancer too, it's like take them off, and now I can do jumping jack. The only thing wiggling will be my belly.
Exactly. I have so much freedom now.
Yeah, it would be really weird, like when you're double D or whatever you were, and then all of a sudden it's all gone. Like it's.
Oh, I feel like I can run faster. I can wiggle by people.
Yes, like squeeze by and you're not rubbing your boobs on people. Yeah. So tell me, so you joined Women Talk because you wanted to share your story. How has that been for you, and how was it the first time you did it?
The first time I did it, I felt so welcomed. I was nervous. I wasn't sure what to expect. But I felt incredibly welcomed. And when I shared my story, I just started talking, and I went well over my time, and found the reception so empowering and supportive. But not only the part of my sharing, but how it sat and listened to others sharing, and that just inspired me in a different way. Everyone has these amazing stories, as you say, extraordinary stories from ordinary women.
Yeah.
Everybody has a journey. Everybody has a path they're walking. And when we come together and share those pieces of us, it connects us and just creates another support network.
It really does connect you, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like when somebody shares something very personal, like you did in your journey, and what you were scared of, what your hopes, and like you just make a much deeper connection, and it's there forever.
Absolutely. When people can be vulnerable in a place where they feel safe, amazing things happen. And I would say that Women Talk holds the space for people to feel safe.
Yeah. So because in this day and age of Facebook and I got it, and I look good and everything is perfect and I have the best life in the world, but we all have the stories.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's the part I like, is a lot of people realize that they're not alone.
No. And case in point, at the convention, I met a woman also going through breast cancer, and we had a conversation, and she felt safe to remove her prosthetics for an evening and say, hey, I can go flat if I want to too. And that really touched my heart. And, again, everyone's journey through breast cancer and reconstruction or not reconstruction is very personal. For me, I'm really happy where I'm at.
Love it. Now, tell me, I happen to know, because you do this with my wife sometimes, you've been doing some like kick-ass kickboxing going on.
Oh, yes, I have.
Why are you doing that? What does it do for you?
It is this amazing controlled setting where I can relentlessly let out any of my internal frustration, because we all have it during the day, and it's all little things that build up. And I save it for my Thursday, and I just let her rip on my trainer.
That would be kind of cool. I was thinking, oh, maybe I should do something. I mean, I've had 4 knee surgeries, so there's a few, but I remember playing hockey and being able to hit people. It feels good.
Yeah, you're given permission.
You're asked to do it.
Yeah.
And when they're fully padded and nobody gets hurt, it's so fun.
Well, and I had to laugh. He said, is that all you got? Put me through the wall. I was like, oh, really? Okay, whammo.
So cool. Shauna here, I like this. Once you go flat, you never go back. That's funny. I love that. And you're, I just love you, because I really do think you embody what being a full woman is, and without breasts. Like you are feminine, and then you go to the gym and you kick some ass, and then you go in front of the mic and you're as brave as can be and share your story, fully transparent and open. And you're an artist as well, aren't you?
I am. That's my adopted treatment plan that I love. It's my catharsis. So.
And you're quite good at it. Would you be willing to show your piece that you showed?
Sure.
Yeah. Wait, let me remove some of this stuff so we can view you full screen. Let's see it.
So I've been starting a little series. I don't know if you can see this.
There.
I'm trying to, oops, moving it. Why am I so crooked? I don't know. There we go. There we go. So I've started a new series.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. And what I've been trying is some kind of traditional artwork. Here, I'll put this down. With words of inspiration in it. So I did a piece for a fundraiser this past week, which was a flower with the words hope through it. And it really was well received, and it really actually touched a couple of people very deeply. And so I'm working on these little series because I really think trying to inspire through art is another way of connecting with people. And it's a way for me to put my feelings to share, I suppose.
I love it. And I think it's very beautiful. People are saying here, I see a bunch of comments, how neat it is and how beautiful it is. By the way, if you have any questions for Robin or comments, head on over to the Women Talk Events page on Facebook, and you need to post below the video for us to be able to show your comments. Now, there's another thing that you're about to start, right? And that is, well, first let's talk about, you have a company.
Yes.
MapleRootsInc.com.
Yes. So I have a wonderful company with a whole bunch of wonderful people that work with me. Before and after care programs in Southwest Calgary. So before and after childcare programs located in 5 schools. And so we provide care for children in the before and after hours, and we love doing it. And we're all about community. So connecting children and their families to the broader community is really important to us.
Cool. And how old are most of the kids that you
kindergarten have? Through 12 years old. Yeah.
Very cool.
Very fun group of kids.
Oh, I just love them at that age. You know, I've gone a couple of times, actually. My kids go to French school, and we've done mini talks, you know, and I teach them how to, and they're so cute.
And they're amazing. They inspire the work that we do with them. Like, all you have to do is just open up your mind and listen to them, and they will guide everything that you need to do to provide programming for them that is amazing.
And, you know, by the time they get 12, they start a bit, but, you know, the younger one, like, they just are who they are, and they don't think as much like, oh, well, they think I'm this or that, or they just love to have fun, you know?
Well, they're unfiltered. Yesterday I walked on site, and I recently changed the color of my hair, and I had it kind of warrior whooshed yesterday. And one of the kids came up to me and he's like, "You're a superhero." And I said, "Oh, awesome." And then he said, "You're that guy from The Incredibles." And I'm like, "Which one? The short, fat one?" I'm like, "Okay, at least I'm a superhero."
Thanks, kid. I know. I just love it. They're just so adorable. And so, I mean, you've inspired so many people. And we were just talking about this before we went live on how, you know, you're looking at creating more, because you're extremely creative. And how can you help people and guide people and inspire people? So you are going to start a blog.
Absolutely. So I have put up a website, and really it's a page that is blank right now because I want it to come from the community of women and people that want to ask questions and talk about their journeys and keep it organic in that way. And so I just launched it. It's robinmatrai.com.
That's
and
right. Yeah.
And there's a really simple submit your question or thought or comment, and I will use those thoughts and comments as inspiration for blogging around that. So
you are so brilliant. You are so creative. I mean, you've got like so many things going on. You're so full of life, and I'm so honored that you're part of our membership and that you share your stories with us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So, of course, if you want to find Robin, you can post some comments. By the way, we have like a bunch of people watching and saying how much fun they like. Like you're just inspiring, right? People love you. So go and find Robin online if you haven't friended her yet, and go to her website and come to Women Talk. Come and listen. Are you booked for a talk anytime soon?
I haven't booked yet. I've got a couple of things going on with some markets coming up.
One or two.
But I do intend to talk in the new year. So I'll be putting my applications out there to share a bit more.
Wonderful. Well, thank you for joining me today, and have a fabulous Friday, everyone.
Thank you for having me.
Bye.
Bye.